Welcome everyone to my class. This is Chinmay Parida, primary teacher of Kendriya Vidyalaya Gumla. In this video, we are going to discuss part 2 of the lesson My Elder Brother, Unit 4 of Marigold Class 5. Earlier in part 1, we have discussed the summary and keywords from the lesson. In part 2, we will do the exercise given in the lesson. Watch the video till the end to learn all the things there in the exercise. So, let's go to exercise. Section 1, that is reading is fun. In this section, we are going to discuss the comprehension question and answers from the text. So, let's go to question number 1. What are the things that Munna like to do? Answer for this question will be Munna like to play marbles, fly kites, play volleyball and kabaddi, drawing pictures of animals and birds. Question number 2. What did Bhaiya do all day? Answer for question number 2 will be Bhaiya read books all the day. Question number 3. Why was Munna not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made for him? Answer for question number 3 will be Munna was not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made for him because there was no time to play in it. Let's go to question number 4 of reading is fun section. Question number 4. How do you think Munna felt when his brother was so strict with him? Why was Bhaiya so strict with him? Answer is Munna became sad and began to cry when his brother was strict with him. Bhaiya was strict with him because it was his duty to take care that Munna would not waste his time. He wanted Munna to study hard. Question number 5. Whose character do you like more, Munna's or Bhaiya's? And why? Answer is I like Bhaiya's character more than Munna's. It appears Bhaiya was a bookworm. Still he didn't pass his classes, but in fact, Bhaiya had more qualities than Munna. He felt that Munna was his responsibility. He was strict with Munna because he loved him. He was not good at studies, but he had more experience. Let's go to section 2. That is, let's talk. In this section, we are given some tasks to do. Let's do it. Do you have a timetable at school? Yes, of course we have. So, then how many periods are there for the following subjects and activities in 1 week? As all of you know, we have some of the teaching periods, teaching subjects in our school and some co-curricular subjects in our school. So, the answer will be we have 4 teaching subjects. In each teaching subjects, we do 6 periods in a week, that are English, Hindi, Maths and EVS. And we have 2 periods each for co-curricular subjects like dance, games, music, art, craft, etc. in a week. Let's go to the next question. Question number 2 is, now make a timetable for yourself including your study time and your play time. So, here I have a timetable framed for you. Let's have a look upon it. We have to wake up early at morning 5:30, undergo meditation, outdoor work or exercise for 1 hour. After that, at 7 a.m., we have to go for a shower, and then after having a healthy breakfast, we have to prepare ourselves for school. Then we have to stay in school and continue our study there until we return to our house at 3:30 p.m. 4 p.m. to 5:30, we will go for tuition or do our homework on our own. 6 p.m. to 6:30 is the time to spend time with our friends or family. From 6:30 to 7:30, we have to carry on our studies, then go for dinner and then to bed. This should be a good timetable for us. Now, let's go to section 3, that is creative writing. Here is an example of a personal letter written by a child named Pratap addressed to his mother. Let's have a look on it. Krishna Boys Hostel, Model Public School, Kolkata. So this part is the writer's address from where he is sending the letter. Then 10th July 2000. It's the date on which the letter is written. Then, my dear Ma, it's greeting. Then, this is my first letter after summer vacation. We started our class the day after we reached the hostel. I have settled in well. This is the introduction to the letter. We have a new teacher for clay modeling and pottery. She tells us how to make fruits and vegetables with clay. We then paint them. They look so real. We have an inter-house poetry recitation coming up in August. I am really excited about it. It's a long poem, but we learned it together with our teacher. So this part of the letter is called the body of the letter or the content of the letter. Then, it is nice to be back in school with my friends and teachers. I remember you and Baba a lot. Give my love to grandmother and grandfather. Do write back soon. This is the ending of the letter. And after that, your loving son Pratap. This is the closing of the letter. These are the basic steps that are writer's address, date, greeting, introduction, body, ending, closing. To write a personal letter. Now, there is a task to answer question based on this letter. Let's answer the question. Question 1. After reading the letter, answer the following questions. Question 1. Who has written the letter? Answer will be Pratap has written the letter. Question 2. To whom has the letter been written? Answer for this question will be the letter has been written to his mother. Question 3. Where is the writer of the letter? Answer. The writer of the letter is Krishna Boys Hostel in Kolkata. Question 4. What is the name of his hostel? Answer will be the name of his hostel is Krishna Boys Hostel. Question 5. On which date was this letter written? Answer for this question will be the letter was written on 10th July 2000. Next question is to write a letter to your friend telling him about activities in your school. I have given a sample letter for you. You can pause the screen and write down the letter. Now it's time to go for section 4. That is the comprehension based on an unseen passage. Here is the unseen passage. The instruction is read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. Let's have a look on the passage. Oliver was a 9-year-old boy. He lived with other homeless boys in an orphanage. He was pale and thin, as were the other boys living there. This was because they had to work hard but were never given enough to eat. The owner of the orphanage, Mr. Bumble, was a cruel man and he ill-treated the boys. The boys were always hungry. It was true that they were given 3 meals a day, but each meal consisted only of a bowl of watery soup. They were almost starving, so it was decided by them to ask the master for more soup. But who would bail the cat? Finally, the task fell to Oliver when all the boys had assembled in the cold stone hall for their evening meal. The soup was soft. It soon disappeared. The boys whispered to one another, and one boy pushed Oliver a little. Oliver, making a brave effort, stood up, walked up to the master with his bowl and spoon in his hand, and said tremblingly, "Please, sir, I want some more." Before answering comprehension questions on any passage, we have to read down the passage carefully so that we can answer the questions based on it. So let's do the answer. Question number 1. Why did Oliver live in the orphanage? Here the answer is Oliver lived in the orphanage because he was a homeless boy. Question number 2. Who was Mr. Bumble? Answer is Mr. Bumble was the owner of the orphanage. Question number 3. What meal were the boys given? Answer is the boys were only given watery soup. Question 4. What did Oliver say to Mr. Bumble? Answer is Oliver said to Mr. Bumble, "Please, sir, I want some more." Question number 5. The boys were given 3 meals a day. Then why were they always hungry? Answer is because the soup they were given was never enough. Then question number 5, 6. Find the words from the passage that mean the same as. We have to find similar meaning words to the phrases given below. First phrase, very hungry, from paragraph 2, and the similar meaning word to the phrase very hungry is starving. Phrase 2, to vanish, from paragraph 3, and the similar meaning word to the phrase to vanish is disappear. Question number 7. All the boys assembled in the cold stone hall. Here the word assembled means. Answer is collected. Question number 8. From the word assembled, remove the last 2 letters. So when we remove the last 2 letters from the word assembled, this will be ASSEMBL. So we have to add a letter to formulate a new word. Then we add Y to it. The new word is ASSEMBLY, assembly. That means a time at school when the whole school gathers. Question number 9 is to give a suitable title to the passage. This question may have various answers depending upon person to person. So I have a sample answer for this question, and the answer is Hungry Boy. We can name the passage, we can give a title to the passage that is Hungry Boy. So let's go to section 5, that is let's write, and in this section we are going to do the grammatical activities, the grammatical exercises from the lesson. So question number 1 is complete the following sentences using the correct form of teach or learn. We have to use the correct forms of the verbs that are teach or learn and have to fill up the blanks. Question number 1. Will you blank me chess? Obviously the answer will be will you teach me chess? Question number 2. Mr. Sharma blank class 8. Obviously the answer will be Mr. Sharma teaches class 8. Question number 3. The students have blank about road safety. The answer will be the students have learned about road safety. Question 4. My sister has blank me how to ride a horse. My sister has, the answer will be taught me how to ride a horse. Question 5. I have blank some of the customs of India. I have learned some of the customs of India. So question number 6. I blank how to cycle when I was just 4 years old. Answer. I learned how to cycle when I was just 4 years old. Now go to question number 2. Choose the correct word and complete the paragraph. We have to choose the correct word from the given options. The paragraph, here is the paragraph. Let's do it. All the class 5 students of our school were or was gathering in front of the principal's office. So here the subject of the sentence is all the class 5 students. So the subject is plural. So the answer will be where, because was is used for singular. So we used where here. Then they were or was going for the inter-school race. They, here also we have to put the plural helping verb, that is where. They were going for the inter-school race. The bus arrived or arrived. So this is an instance of past incident. So here we have to put simple past form of the arrive verb. So the answer will be the bus arrived. And they leave or left, simple past, they left for the stadium. The runners were taking or taken to the starting point. Here we have to put taken. Why? Because the sentence is in passive form. So the runners were taken to the starting point. The runners take or took their position. The runners took their position, as it is in simple past. Sir blow or blew. Sir blew the whistle, simple past. One student of our school run or ran. One student of our school ran, because it's also in simple past. And come or came first, it's came first, it's in simple past. Then everyone do or did their best, simple past, did. And our school own or wins the trophy. Our school own the trophy, simple past. Everyone feel or felt or felt joyous. Everyone felt joyous, simple past. So in this paragraph, in most of cases we use the simple past form of the verbs. Let's go to question number 3 of the section 5. Let's write. Question number 3. Read the following sentences. What are the sentences? Let's see. Bhaiya has been studying in the same class for 2 years. So for is given in green color, as you can see, and here for is used for a period of time, for 2 years, for a period of time. When we depict a period of time, then we have to use for. In the second example, Munna was flying kites since morning. Here the word in green color is since, and since is used from a time in the past till the present. From a time in the past till the present. So we use the word since to depict from a time in the past till the present hour. So fill in the blanks using for or since. We have to put for or since. As we know, we have to put for a period of time, and we have to put since for a time in the past till present. So let's do the questions. Question 1. I have lived in this house blank. I was a baby. So this depicts a time in the past till the present, from a time in the past till the present. So the answer will be since I was baby. Question number 2. This big jar has been in our family blank many years. So here it's a period of time in the past. So we have to put for here, for many years. The old banyan tree in the village has been there blank the last 200 years. So here also it depicts a period of time in the past. So we have to use for here. Question number 4. Nobody has seen him blank yesterday. Since yesterday. We have to put since here because it depicts from a time in the past till the present. This is all about today's lesson. Friends, if you like the video, then please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for getting notified for my upcoming videos. Thank you friends. Thanks a lot for watching my